Hello, it's Shanna. Welcome to my channel. Today I've got some new products that I'm going to work with for a card. I've got this Spellbinders hot foil plate, Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. And I'm new to hot foiling, so this will be an interesting experience. And then I've also got this embossing folder of the month, Hydrangea Blooms from Spellbinders, that I'm going to use. So that's what I'm going to use for my card. It's going to be a very simple card in which I'm trying to use my embossing folder and learn how to foil with my Spellbinders Glimmer machine and my Platinum 6 die cutting machine. So just follow along and we'll see how this goes and if I do any good at it. Okay, so while my Glimmer machine is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and emboss just a plain white panel. This is the same white that I'll use for my card base. It is hammer mill. I think 110 pound is what it is. And so what I'm going to do is just get it laid in here. Actually, I'm going to spray the back side of my card just to put a little water on there just to make it emboss a little bit easier and not break the thread of the paper as much. And then just lay this down. I'm going to try and get it fairly straight in there. Looking through the top there, that looks pretty straight. So I just tried to line it up a little bit in there. And then I'll bring my Spellbinder 6 into view. And I think I'm going to need to pan a little bit. And you're going to see my messy desk. Let me get things cleaned up. I don't know, are you guys like me? It seems like you spend as much time cleaning up in your craft room as you do actually crafting. Seems like after every little project I have to clean up and get ready for the next one. So it just feels like I'm constantly cleaning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my base here and it's going to tell you how to build an embossing folder. And basically I'm going to lay my folder with my paper in there and I'm going to need one of my plates and just put it in there and then just run it through. And my camera is attached to my desk. So when I do this, I get a bit of wobble. So I apologize for that. I'm going to go slow through there. And one time through should be sufficient. So we'll just pull that out, lay that aside, move our plate. These plates are pink. They're the extra long ones. I got them on sale. I just bought them because my other ones were getting kind of beat up. And then, oh my goodness, is that absolutely gorgeous or what? That looks fabulous. I love it. Okay, so I've got that, and that is going to be the panel that's going to lay on my card base. And then I have this Spellbinders blue, which I love this blue color. And so I thought that would look really pretty with the gold on here. So I need to get my elements together for this and get this opened. I don't like to, try not to open plastic on the video because it's so noisy. But let me pause for a minute, grab a couple things, and we'll get ready to go. Okay, so according to the instructions, I need to lay my die and then my paper shiny side down on top of the die and then the paper on top of it. So I believe, in watching some videos, how I want to do it is get a piece of tape and put that on there like that. And then I want to lay my die on my piece of paper like I want it and create like a hinge, I think, like that. Flip it over and then lay my paper like this, I think is how I want to do that. Hopefully that's going to work. That pink tape is very low tack. And then for video purposes, just kind of move my camera a little bit like that. And I'm not sure if that tape will be a problem on the bottom of there or not. I think I'm going to take some of that off. I don't know, that's a big bunch of tape. Just do that. And then I'm going to very carefully, I think, lay this down on there like that. And then I need to get my shims. Okay, so my first attempt at that was foiled. And yes, the pun is intended. So I need to try again. So I think where my problem is, I think I need it because I did not feel a lot of pressure on there. I feel like I need an additional shim in there for this. So I'm going to add some more paper. I've actually got this piece of paper that I use for other things when I'm shimming it up. And so I think I'm going to add that in there. It doesn't call for it, but I think there is a need for it. So I'm going to do that and add that, and hopefully that will take care of it. So we're going to try again. It says my platform is ready, so I'm just going to go ahead and do follow the same process we followed before. Actually, I'm going to use this other tape and see if it doesn't do any better. This is actually just some heat sensitive tape. I'm going to use it and see if I have a little better luck with it than the pink tape I used. Anyhow, so I have to clean that up again. I've got another piece of that blue, and I'm going to just put it on there so I can hopefully hinge it on there. I don't know. We will see. And I want to get this on here kind of centered. Take that down, lift that up. This pretty side to pretty side. I think that's how I did it last time. Maybe I did it wrong. I believe that's how it's supposed to go, right like that. So now I'm going to take it over there, and I'm going to follow my process again. Lay this down on there, and I'm going to push my timer, and we'll go through the process again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. My husband always says, if you never make any mistakes, you're not doing anything. So I'm going to take that as encouragement. And I need to put these on there. So we'll let go. We're actually going to go on there a little bit longer because I forgot to put those on there. I suppose you need the weight of that on there as it's heating up. So I will bring my Spellbinders Platinum 6 back in, and we will try this again, and let's hope that maybe we have a little bit more success. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and pop it off. Now I've added that extra piece of paper in there for a shim, so I'm hoping that that'll give the additional pressure that we need to get this thing foiled down. And if it doesn't, the only thing I know to do next is to add a second piece of cardstock to it. So I'm actually doing this 2 passes back and forth. Okay, so that's 2 passes back and forth. We'll move this back over here and get this out of the way. Now let's just see what happened this time. So I'm going to pull my shims off. I've got my regular shim, my piece of paper, and then my plate. And then we're going to try again. I don't know. I mean, I can see the impression on there, but I don't know. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Let's get this, see if we can pull this off of there. Ah, success. So the second time through worked, and it was really a pretty clean, there's a little bit of foil on there, but it was fairly clean. So that actually worked. So the second attempt actually worked at that. So cool. All right, so I just need to get this ready and get it laid down on my card panel, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I was able to, I wasn't certain about it, but I did go ahead and cut it, run it through my die cutting machine, and actually cut it with one of these to get a nice square panel for it. So it seems to work. It doesn't seem to mess up your foiling any. And I did also take my sand eraser and kind of sand off some of the little flecks that were on there. I thought I got them all off, but I just saw another one. And that seems to work really well, just to kind of clean it up. So this is going to be a real simple card. I think I'm going to let the embossing from the, that's not a good card base. Oh, I see what's going on. I actually set my stamp chamois on some of that paper, so that messed it up. So I'm going to let my embossing and my foiling just speak in this card, is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to make my panel, or my card base. I've got 110-pound cardstock from Hammermill. I believe that's what it is. And then just come across there. And then I'll lay my panel down. I'm just going to use my tape runner. And let's see, try and zoom in there a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Get this laid down. And today the weather is just amazing. So as soon as I get this done, I am going to go on a walk. The sun is still shining. It's nice. It's warmed up a little bit. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm going to go take a walk. Because these days like this are few and far between in February. So isn't that panel gorgeous? I think that's just really, really pretty. And then I'm just going to very simply lay this on top of it. And this will be a nice thank you card for whenever I need a thank you card to send out. So I think that's really pretty. And when I pulled the tape off from where I had it taped down on the, when I was foiling it, it ripped the back of the paper, but no one will know but you and I. And I'm just going to set it down on there. I'm trying to decide where I want it. Maybe more toward the top. That'll be just a little bit of a different. And do it like that. And that is a simple card. So I'm just using an embossing folder and a foiling plate with, actually the foil that I used was this foil here. And I think it's really pretty. So very simple, easy card, and it looks really nice. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Thank you.